Hey study abroad aspirants, computer science field is booming right now with the average starting salary of a computer science graduate in the USA being over $115,000 as per PayScale's report. Now, these are the salaries for just top 25 ranked schools in the USA. But as you go further down the rankings, your average starting salaries will eventually decrease. So, it is utmost important that you are applying to a good top ranked school. But wait, don't they require a GRE or a GMAT exam? Well friends, this is the question जो मैं सबसे ज़्यादा सुनता हूँ from all our students कि top schools में apply करना है but GRE या GMAT score नहीं आ रहा तो क्या करें? So in this video, I'm going to share with you the top 3 MS and CS options in USA for fall 2024 intake where you can apply without a GRE or a GMAT exam. And I will also tell you कि step by step आप waiver कैसे apply कर सकते हैं. So friends, मेरा नाम है पृथ्वी and I'm the co-founder of Ace My Prep. So चलिए शुरू करते हैं आज की वीडियो. So before we begin today's video, I thought I'll quickly highlight a new section that we have recently added on our website. So as you head over to our website on our homepage, you can see there's a case studies section that we have added. So we have made it a practice because there are a lot of students who wanted some inspiration, who wanted to see some similar profiles जिनसे वो connect कर सकते हैं, बात कर सकते हैं या एक broad level पे एक idea ले सकते हैं कि कैसे उन students ने अपने study abroad process में जो challenges थे उनको overcome किया और उनको क्या output मिला. So there are a lot of case studies that we have added and we will try to update them on a weekly basis. So make sure you head to our website post this video and check out the case studies section. So the first program that we are going to cover today in the top 3 MS in CS list, that too without a GRE or a GMAT, that means with a waiver. उसमें हमारा सबसे पहला program है MS in Computer Science from the Northeastern University. So first of all, don't worry about these links. I'll make sure I'll add all of these links in the description so you can head to the description section, post this video and check out all of these programs in details. So if you scroll down a bit on this university website, you'll see the location is Boston and this course is offered both full-time and on a part-time basis. Now the duration of program यानी कितने time के लिए आप वहाँ पे रहने वाले हैं और पढ़ाई करने वाले हैं, so for that is going to be for 2 years. Apart from that, fall and spring दो intake में इसकी entry है, so that's it is for now and it also meets the F1 visa requirements, which means for us international students, especially from India going to study in USA, we can get our F1 visa and उसमें ये program जो है eligible है, right? So we can apply for F1 visa and go and study in the USA. Alright. Apart from that, couple of things I wanted to highlight specifically are the requirements for every course. So I'll quickly click on the admissions section and it will take me down. As you can see, the program cost, that is a tuition fee, is going to be about $55.2 thousand US dollars. So that is going to be your overall tuition fee. इसमें living fees नहीं है. अगर है तो आप इसमें click करके देख सकते हैं. इसमें मैं एक separate video बना सकता हूँ. You can comment down below and let me know if you want me to cover की cost and tuition fees exactly कैसे calculate करते हैं. For every university I can create a separate video. But for this video I want to stick to the requirements section यहाँ पे because these are the main requirements that you need to make sure that you are covering so as to become eligible to apply to this program with a waiver, right? So first of all, you need to submit your online application and application fee. Then you need a PDF or scanned copies of unofficial undergraduate transcripts. You can submit official transcripts from college universities attended at the time of admissions, which means कि application process में जब अभी हम apply कर रहे हैं आपकी official transcripts की जरूरत नहीं है. हमारे लिए जो unofficial transcripts हैं यानी जो हम soft copy upload करते हैं PDF format में, those are sufficient. And then if you get accepted, तब आप वहां जाके अपना intake में अपनी classes start करने से पहले आप अपनी official transcripts भिजवा सकते हैं, right? Then a statement of purpose that should include your career goals and expected outcomes and benefits from the program. So next thing is your recent professional resume, a listing detailed position responsibilities. So updated resume is also required. 3 letters of recommendation. This is also very important. Then GPA, again a very basic thing, but बहुत एक ऐसी basic thing जो students miss कर देते हैं. So you need at least 3 on a 4-point scale, 8 on a 10-point scale और 80 on a 100-point scale. So make sure जो आपके official transcripts हैं, जो आपका marksheets हैं, उसमें आपका final CGPA या आपका GPA क्या provided है, उसको आप अपने scale के हिसाब से compare करके यहाँ पे देख सकते हैं. बहुत clearly आपको पता चल जाएगा कि आप eligible हैं कि नहीं है. अगर आप eligible नहीं है, so you can go on to some other school exploring and applying because आपको अपनी application fee waste नहीं करनी चाहिए obviously, right? आगे चलते हैं and then at the end you can see there are official TOEFL and IELTS scores which are accepted accepted. And then towards the end, you can see official TOEFL and IELTS score which are accepted are also mentioned, which is 100 for TOEFL and 7.5 for IELTS. And then towards the end, you can find the official TOEFL and IELTS score that is required to submit this application. For TOEFL, it is going to be 100, and for IELTS, it is going to be 7.5 minimum. And at the end, as you can see, it is very clearly written that GRE is optional, because obviously I've done my research and I'm presenting to you the programs जिसमें आप without GRE या GMAT apply कर सकते हैं for fall 24 intake, and that to a top 100 university list में से, right? All right. So I think that were some of the main things that I wanted to cover and highlight in this program. Now moving on to our second program. So the second program that we are going to cover in our today's video is going to be the MS in Computer Science from Berkeley. This is going to be their overview page. I'm going to make sure that all these links are there in the YouTube description, so you do not need to worry right now, and you can focus on jotting down the important points that I am sharing with you. On this overview page, as you can see at a glance, this is the department, which is Electrical Engineering and Computer Sciences. The admit terms are fall. Then the application deadline is 11 December. Again, very important. Degree type is your master's. Degree awarded is MS, and GRE requirements are optional. As I mentioned, I have already done my research and I'm only sharing the programs जहाँ पे GRE और GMAT required नहीं है और आपको waiver easily मिल जाता है. So I'll quickly head over to the application requirements as an international student for this program. So on this page, as you can see, the admission requirements are mentioned very briefly, and I'll quickly take you one by one through all of these. The minimum admission requirements, as you can see, you're expected to hold a bachelor's degree. Average of about 3.0 on a 4-point scale is required. Apart from that, on the second section, which is the academic records, I want to bring your focus to the last section in this, which is the bachelor's degree from an international institution. This is very important. As you can see, यहाँ पे दो तीन चीजें बहुत खास लिखी हुई हैं, which is upload a scanned copy of your transcript and degree certificate for each institution after your high school, which means अगर आपने bachelor's खाली करी है तो आप अपने bachelor's के documents upload करेंगे, अगर आपने master's भी करी है तो आप वो भी upload करेंगे, इसमें अगर कोई professional certification या degree करी है तो वो भी आप इसमें upload करेंगे. Apart from that, if your documents are in a language other than English or Spanish, then you need to submit the translation in one of the ways mentioned, which means आपके अगर documents, transcripts, ये सारी चीजें English में या Spanish में नहीं है, India में obviously Spanish नहीं चलती, so अगर आपके English में नहीं है, so then you'll have to get the translation done in one of the two ways mentioned. Mostly cases में ये English में ही होता है, so एक problem नहीं होती है, but अगर फिर भी if you're not sure, just have a quick look at your documents. जो आपके पास degree certificates, transcripts, marksheets हैं, वो English में है या नहीं है. अगर नहीं है, so you'll have to get the translation done through one of these ways. The most common one being the World Education Services, which is the best. I think इस पे हमने previously बहुत सारी videos भी बनाई हैं. हमारी website के ऊपर भी वेस्ट के ऊपर एक दो आर्टिकल्स पढ़े हैं जो बहुत स्टूडेंट्स को पसंद आए, उन्होंने हमें बताया, वो भी जाके देख सकते हैं. सो दैट इज फ्रॉम दिस सेक्शन. अपार्ट फ्रॉम दैट, वंस यू स्क्रॉल डाउन अ बिट, यू विल सी द एविडेंस ऑफ इंग्लिश लैंग्वेज प्रोफिशिएंसी. सो TOEFL and IELTS are the acceptable exams. Apart from that, the next section is your graduate record examination, that is the GRE and test course section. Now GRE we already know it is optional. मैंने आपको उसके होम पेज पे, ओवरव्यू पेज पे आपको शो किया था अभी, राइट? सो we'll skip this section and we'll directly move on to letters of recommendation. यहाँ पे भी बहुत clearly it is mentioned that we require at least 3 letters of recommendation. Applicants should check with the respective program for any questions. So 3 LORs आपको submit करने होंगे. आपको अपने रेफरी को sufficient time देना होगा कि वो आपका recommendation को complete कर सके. ऐसा नहीं है कि आपका रेफरी हमेशा available होगा, हो सकता है उनके conferences हो, वो किसी business trips पे या कहीं भी जा सकते हैं, राइट? कुछ भी हो सकता है. So आप end moment का वेट ना करें अपने रेफरीज को ये कहने के लिए कि हमारे रिकमेंडेशंस को आप प्लीज सबमिट कर दीजिए. मेक श्योर यू हैव सफिशिएंट टाइम. अपार्ट फ्रॉम दैट आगे चलते हैं तो नीचे आप देख सकते हैं स्टेटमेंट्स का सेक्शन है, जहां पे अ स्टेटमेंट ऑफ पर्पस एंड अ पर्सनल हिस्ट्री स्टेटमेंट अलॉन्ग विद एनी अदर एसे द प्रोग्राम यू आर अप्लाइंग टू इज रिक्वायर्ड. व्हिच मींस जब आप एप्लीकेशन क्रिएट करेंगे तो आपको पता चलेगा उसमें हो सकता है और भी बहुत सारे एसेज हैं वो रिक्वायर्ड हो. ये एक बहुत ही छोटी सी मिस्टेक है जो बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट्स कर देते हैं. उन्हें लगता है वो बाहर रिक्वायरमेंट्स पढ़ते हैं और उन्हें लगता है कि ठीक है हमने एक एसओपी बना लिया और एलओआर बना लिया तो हमारा काम खत्म. बट ऐसा नहीं होता। जब आप एप्लीकेशन फिल करते हैं तो उसमें बहुत सारे न्यू सेक्शंस ओपन अप होते हैं और एसेज के सेक्शंस ओपन अप होते हैं। वो एग्जैक्ट क्वेश्चंस आपको तभी पता चलता है जब आप एप्लीकेशन क्रिएट करते हैं, वो आपको बाहर यहाँ जेनेरिक एडमिशन रिक्वायरमेंट्स पेज पे नहीं मिलेगा। सो मेक श्योर यू आर क्रिएटिंग योर एप्लीकेशन इन एडवांस। सो कोई भी ऐसी अनफोर्सीन चीज है जो आप प्रेडिक्ट नहीं कर पा रहे हैं, जो कंप्लीट नहीं कर पा रहे हैं, आपके पास नहीं है, सो यू हैव सफिशिएंट टाइम टू कंप्लीट दैट, राइट। आगे चलते हैं। एप्लीकेशन फी इज द लास्ट थिंग दैट इज रिक्वायर्ड। सो इफ यू आर अ यूएस सिटीजन, एप्लीकेशन फी is $135, obviously, which we are not. So for all others it is going to be $155. So that's the application fee that you will be paying once you have checked everything in your application and hitting the submit button. So I hope you have clarity. This is the second program jahan pe we had a GRE or a GMAT waiver as we discussed. Moving on to our third program, that is the last program in the MS and CS list for fall 2024 with the GRE or GMAT waiver. The third and the last option is going to be MS in Computer Science from Columbia University, and this is the overview page for the program. I'm going to make sure that you're getting this link in the description of this video so you can check out after this video. A quick thing I wanted to bring your focus upon is that you have a lot of track options in this university. So as you can see, there are about 10 options which are mentioned here, starting from computational biology, computer security, foundations of computer science, machine learning, and all the way going to MS thesis, personalized software systems, etc. So you can check all of these track options apne hisab se, and then you can select them while submitting the application. Now moving on to the application requirements for this. So I'll quickly head on to that. So this is the page where the application requirements are mentioned. I'll quickly head over to the requirements section below. As you can see, transcripts from every post-secondary institution attended is required. हम already discuss कर चुके हैं, बाकी सारी जगहों पे भी हमारी transcript की requirement थी, similarly यहाँ पे भी transcripts की requirement है. Then again 3 recommendation letters are required, ये भी हम discuss कर चुके हैं. The third thing which is mentioned is your official GRE score, but as you can see it is clearly mentioned it is optional for spring and fall 24 application. So that's why I wanted to include this option as the third option in our list for top MS in CS from USA with a GRE or a GMAT waiver. The next thing which is required is your personal statement. Again, we have discussed this. The next thing is going to be your updated CV. Then if you might have any publications, then you can upload. It is mentioned it is optional, so it is not mandatory. ये ऐसा नहीं है कि अगर आपके पास नहीं है तो आप ineligible हो जाते हैं for this program. अगर ये optional requirements हैं, अगर हैं तो आप upload कर सकते हैं. It will give you a slightly better benefit for the admissions committee. आगे चलते हैं. An interview may be requested. Now again, this is a very important question, guys. कभी भी किसी भी student को अगर interview invite आता है, take them very very seriously, because indirectly it means that कि admissions committee को आपकी profile, आपकी application पसंद आई है, and now they want to conduct a final round of interview, जिसके बाद they want to be sure that they want to give you an admit or not. So it is like the last hurdle, and admissions committee really wants to see कि आप में क्या capabilities हैं, आपकी क्या personality है. So take it very very seriously अगर आपको interview calls आ रहे हैं. Then there is a non-refundable application fee of $85. Then the last thing mentioned on this page is your English language requirements, which means because since we are not from natively English speaking country, हमारी native language is Hindi, so हमें TOEFL, IELTS ऐसे कुछ exam scores report करने पड़ते हैं for this application. So for TOEFL, as you can see, you can give the TOEFL IBT home edition as well, which is really good because some students really want to go ahead with this. Apart from that, Duolingo English test is also something which is accepted apart from your other exams like IELTS or PTE. Your translation of official transcript and degree diploma certificate if the institution attended does not issue transcripts in English. ये हमने Berkeley वाले example में भी देखा था कि if your transcripts are not in English, you have to provide a certified English translation. So that is something which is required here as well. And with that, I hope you have absolute clarity on the top 3 programs that we covered. The number 1 being your Northeastern University, your number 2 being your Berkeley, and last being Columbia University. So friends, कैसा लगा आपको ये informative video? I hope you have taken notes for each and and every step we covered in detail. In a nutshell, it is very important for you to check all the details very diligently and always double cross-check the details before submitting the application. I'm sure now you have absolute clarity on how to get a GRE or a GMAT waiver. अगर आपको भी इन 3 top schools में अपनी applications करनी है for September 2024 intake. Moreover, I want you to comment down below for which schools do you need such application explainer videos, and me and my team will make sure we will keep on adding such informational videos for you regularly. Friends, ऐसे ही अगर आप चाहते हैं कि you need step by step unbiased guidance for your study abroad process, तो नीचे description में मैंने एक link ऐड किया है जिस पर क्लिक कर आप एक free study abroad strategy session रख सकते हैं with our experts, जहां पर you will get 3 things. First, a list of top 5 universities that you should apply to as per your profile. Second, courses with best possible ROI. Third, salaries and job prospects post your studies abroad. So click on the first link in the description to schedule your study abroad strategy session, and video अगर informative लगा तो please subscribe, like and share with your friends जो अपना study abroad process करना चाहते हैं, and they might end up getting tons of informational advice. So stay tuned for more informational videos.